Welcome to the bold analysis, ladies and gentlemen. There is this latest development now that there is a group of business, there's some Nairobi business community that wrote a letter and I think notified the police that they want to organize a procession. They've said peaceful procession in Muthaiga until to the gate of the gate of former First Lady, the very Kenyan First Lady Mama Ngina, to protest about the developments in this country. And I have seen that letter here. It has been shared. And it is also imagined that immediately that letter was shared, the security details of Mama Ngina has also been withdrawn. And I think that has been raised, this alarm has been raised by Paul Njoroge, who is saying, a group calling itself Nairobi Traders today wrote to the OCS Muthaiga police station notifying him or her that they will hold demonstrations at Mama Ngina's home in Muthaiga. Then this evening, police officers guarding Mama Ngina's Muthaiga and Gatungu homes have been withdrawn. The letter is reading in section of the letter. I cannot share it in the screen because it's a very small font. It's imperative to maintain law and order, and for this reason, we kindly request your support, cooperation, providing security to ensure safety of all participants during the event. During procession, our demonstrations will respectfully plead with the former First Lady to request her sons, I don't know who is her sons here, to cease financing demonstrations that have been adversely affected our businesses. While the nature of our gathering is firm and resonant, we emphasize that it is intended to be peaceful and respectful. That they want to go and ask Mama Ngina to talk to Uhuru Kenyatta to stop funding the protest. I'm not just understanding how long this whole thing will be spanned. The leaders are saying that Uhuru Kenyatta is funding protests. And so because Uhuru Kenyatta is funding protests, they should deal with Uhuru Kenyatta. That is what the leaders have said. But again, they've now turned at now going to Mama Ngina, the procession to go and protest and ask Mama Ngina to talk to Uhuru Kenyatta to stop funding the protests. So my question here is, if that is the intention, if the intention is to pile some pressure, then see, the government knows official residence of former President Uhuru Kenyatta. Why don't they marshal these traders instead of disturbing Shosh? Instead of disturbing that grandmother there, why don't you look for Uhuru Kenyatta and clearly go for Uhuru Kenyatta? Because however long there will be a bit of these scapegoats, there will be this scapegoating, these excuses. You can't revolve around the whole thing as if you want to bring such. Now let me tell you, the Mama Ngina card, the Mama Ngina move is not honestly looking at Mama Ngina, is not targeting Mama Ngina. But if you ask me, it is part of a wider plan just to use the old tactic. There was the old tactic of attack, the farm here, farm there. Even that video I was analyzing, that I just analyzed, the video about the guys carrying pangas. I don't think those videos could be about, even hacking people. Maybe it's deforestation, Someone wants to go and attack the forest the way the Northern City was done. And that is what could be going on there, if you ask me, by the way. And so, it could be part of a wider plan that to create disruptions here They want to use that script. I'm not a prophet, but I will not be shocked to understand, to realize some breaking news of something akin to the attack, the Northlands Farms attack. Because that is it. But then, Raila Odinga's security details have been withdrawn. I understand those, even including those of Mama Ngina, Kalonzo Musyoka and other leaders. Mama Ngina's security has also been withdrawn. If Uhuru Kenyatta, you believe that Uhuru Kenyatta is the mastermind, then why don't you just withdraw the security details of Uhuru Kenyatta? Why is it becoming difficult then to go to the person instead of going to disturb that show? You know, I'm like, is it even making sense, even for those who are trying to plan this? But again, I want to say here that the propaganda and theatrics are not enough, and I don't really think they're going to solve the situation. And what I like is the reaction of Mama Ngina in this, because Mama Ngina and Uhuru Kenyatta family has always kept a low profile. Even after the Northlands attack, you know, the family kept quiet. They never responded until the time when Uhuru Kenyatta was attending the Sam Jubilee NDC. He touched on that matter lightly, speaking about how people are targeting him, targeting the family. Kenyatta family has always remained silent on the matter. And I think that has really helped this country, because imagine if Mama Ngina was to come out and retaliate against Uhuru Kenyatta. It all started with tax exemptions, kila mtu lazima lipe tax, that the first family has not been paying tax. Then after that, it all went there, funding mandamano, then, you know, the Northland City attack. But I've always been paying keen attention to the fact that Kenyatta family has kept quiet. In fact, Mama Ngina, to the moment, I think she reacted once about the tax question. But the Northland City, they even never bothered to pursue the case, because they could sue. Some people that bought those sheep were actually captured on videos. The youths are known. They were captured on videos carrying the sheep, and they decided not to pursue. In fact, just leave it. Of course, insurance is also there. But there's some clear point about what is happening here. Before we look at this interpretation, I want to take a second and remind you about our subscribers challenge. Someone just reminded me, let me do 100-day challenge, 100 challenge subscribers. So 100 challenge subscribers is here. Guys, I know in this channel, apart from analysis, we've always supported people in need, the humanitarian touch. But then on my end, the best I can ask for you is to help us grow our YouTube community. We bring more people. So just confirm as we watch this podcast, have you subscribed? And click the notification bell there, click the subscription button, and we target that by the end of this month, of course, we shall see a significant increase in the number of subscribers. We've hit 52,000, and I'm just so grateful for this. Now, this is clearly a plan to whip emotions, Mount Kenya emotions, against this protest. It's tried to create a niche that for Mount Kenya, they should not think about the cost of living that the rest of the country are thinking or are talking about. What Mount Kenya should look at is Mama Ngina and Uhuru Kenyatta being a problem to them. You know, this script is also tired, if you ask me. Even the people that are framing it should also a little bit be more creative, that with time, it's becoming tired. And no, it doesn't sell. It doesn't sell anymore. It's something that is, it has been used for quite so long, because as time goes, it's a reality that Kenyatta family is not coming in the picture. In the next 2 or 3 elections, it will not be viable to speak about Kenyatta family. You might really need to be speaking about issues. So this is also a plan to whip the Mount Kenya emotions and to try to galvanize them against such one idea. Number 2, the targeting of Uhuru family is looking to me as just a scapegoat. And in fact, someone is clearly wanted to divert the attention. Uhuru is the problem. Uhuru is the problem. Is because they don't want to talk about Raila. And this is why, for long, I think for the last 2 decades, Raila's name has been used as a scarecrow in the mountain. It has always been used to scare people that when you say Raila, even anyone doing something will stop and fight Raila. You know, some young people there. You'll always, when you mention the word Raila, everyone else in the mountain will stop everything they're doing and fight Raila. Now they have realized that nowadays, that kind of vendetta, that kind of venom against Raila Odinga is not that much aggressive, or it's not that much lethal and can no longer be used. So what they have opted to do is Uhuru Kenyatta. Lastly, the people that are organizing this protest are trying to create a counter protest this way, and this is the concept. What they're trying to do here is to consolidate a center of protests so that those who could be going to town, or that would fill town, or that would participate in Azimio protest hugely, will then get their way and attend such a protest. And number 2, it will also mean that if they make a peaceful procession, probably they can organize that peaceful procession and make it. And the more they do it, they'll want to create a perception that if there is a violence probably in another town, and there is this peaceful procession there, someone will try to create the picture that, look here, the protest that was done by maybe UDA in place X was peaceful, and so that one was not a UDA affair. So that, to me, I don't think, if someone wants to look after Uhuru Kenyatta, we should not bother the grandmother. I think the mother. I think it's a bit unfair. She might not even be in the picture. Let's say the truth. She might not even be in the picture. And I think I am not wrong. Someone might actually want to bring that to say that because she's a woman, and so, women are suffering when there is this protest, the bit of that gender card that can actually still be played by dragging in Mama Ngina Kenyatta. But I think it's unfair to that woman.